What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. So we're ready to go after these bosses. Went ahead and got the Murky Hand Scythe upgraded. It is an upgrade, kind of slightly though. You know, 354, 446, so about 100 more damage. Mainly coming in the form of base damage. As you can see, the scaling is higher on the Dark Harp. But, you know, either way, I mean, more damage is more damage, so we will use it. Weighs a pinch more. I think that's worth it for the damage increase we're getting. Put that on, and it's now at 468. That's respectable. Alright, so I'm not sure who I want to roll with here. We're going to pick up both Gale and Lap. If I remember, I want to say one of them is really good in this fight, and the other one is not so good in this fight. But either way, I'm just going to bring both along, and, you know, whichever one... Potatoes is the one that I won't bring if there's a round 2. I want to say Lap was the better one, because I think because of his like big-ass shield, he just serves as like a good tank while I can nuke these things down. Also, put on Dark Edge, since clearly fire isn't going to do anything here. Dark Edge should help. Other than that, let's get into it. The damage isn't as high now, but having both of them That's one down. Looking good. Both Gale and Lap are holding their own pretty well. Alright, there we go. That's dead. Now for the Prince. think I may go Affinity and Shield here. I think that's the safer play. Gale is down, whereas Lap is still kicking. Lap is holding his own, man. It's beautiful. Shit, Lap's down. Yes, perfect. Got him. Down you go, you big ugly bat. Ooh. I don't know if you guys could hear anything I was saying during that fight, but feeling good about that. Especially at the end there, you know, being close range, Spellblade, sitting there casting and whacking him with the Murky Hand Scythe. That was pretty good. Worked out pretty well. I mean, honestly, there's there is one more boss left in this game that I see being a problem, and that is Midir, since he's resistant to dark. But I mean, Gale. Let me you know what? Let me actually check while we're at a menu. I want to say Gale is weak to dark damage. I know, let's see, Gale, Slave Knight, Gale. No, I want the boss. The boss version. Here we go, Slave Knight, Gale, boss. No, never mind. Gale's resistant to dark. Alright, so Gale might actually be a challenge. I know Ring Knight. Ring Knight is the one. Or so not Ring Knight, Soul of Cinder. Soul of Cinder is the one that's weak to dark then. I'm just getting my weak guys mixed up. So whenever it's time for Soul of Cinder, he's gonna get obliterated. But Gale and Midir, they both prove to be a bit of a challenge. I mean, just as a rule of thumb, though, there's usually ways, there's usually tricks, because one of the great things about the stats I have is that if I need to go to sorcery spells, or I need to go to miracles or something, I pretty much have the stats I need to support that change in either, either way. I'm trying to remember if there's... Yeah, there is, okay. I'm like, I know there's got to be a bonfire before I have to deal with the bullshitimus Maximus archers. Ice of the gods. I'm gonna grab another level before I risk losing souls. So you can take 2 summons in with you and Gale. Midir, I don't remember if there's NPC summons. I mean, to be honest, let me go grab it, just in case I don't have it, because for Midir...
Back again.
Let me see. Some of these spells are going to be needed. Do I... maybe I... No, there it is. Pestilent Mist. That ruins Midir. And then for Gale... Crystal Soul Spear, so I have a ranged nuke that he's not resistant to. Probably get by with just that. 63 FP. And homing Crystal Soul Mass is good damage, but Spear is going to be a ranged nuke. I'll run with Spear. Spear should be plenty to take him out. I don't remember. I think it was my pyromancy run. Actually, we got to Midir, and I was like, I cannot do this. This is basically impossible for my character. All I do is fire damage, and this is a gigantic dragon that resists all of it. This is not fun. And Pestilent Mercury, because it does HP damage based on HP percent. Remember, that ended up melting him, which I'm actually curious to see if that was changed at all. So let me go ahead. I'll put that on now. I wonder if Soulstream is a fast cast now, if it's still just ridiculous. Still pretty ridiculous. Be able to test this and give it a go. The Ruin Gear. Oh god. damn it. I knew there was a drop down, but I picked the wrong fucking spot to drop. God damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, I mean, I have embers, but still, that... Actually, if I remember, I want to say there's something... I don't remember which enemy, but I want to say there was something in the Ring City that you could just farm the absolute shit out of for embers. I think I gotta fall right where this gap here. Yes. Base AR is 598, 446. And that's without a big boy enchant. Test out Pestilent Mist on the big guy here, see how it works. God damn it. The wall blocked it. No, no, fucking, god damn it. I literally just killed myself. Oh, God, that hurts my soul. You know, you really got to give it to him, though. Even for this being what is essentially the last piece of Dark Souls content to ever get created, they did everything, man. They pulled out all the stops to make a DLC that would absolutely make you want to pull your fucking hair out. Alright, I'm gonna try and Pestilent Mist this guy and then hide. I don't know if that'll work, but I think it's worth trying. So it still it'll work, but it's basically pointless for me to use that here. Until I get to Midir, it's not worth using, basically. Going back to my cheeky fireball spell. I can kill this thing pretty easy. We're going with maximum nuke. An affinity, followed by a double black serpent. If I wasn't missing that one orb of affinity, I probably could have Could have taken him down earlier, but that still worked out. Back. Oh, that'll make up for the shitty roll death I took. Is that it? Just a hidden blessing in here? Escape up top? Gotta be. Oh, it's the... I was trying to figure out what the hell it was that I was hearing. I think it's that skeleton that was following me. I think it fell down and couldn't get back up. Sad, but funny.
Many of us are by the fire. I behold and...
No, you little shit! Gonna push me off the damn cliff, man. Grab my market hand scythe. Nope! Oh my god! Fuck you, Dark Souls. Oh my god, dude. That was so incredibly fucked. I saw the guy drop behind me. I hit back and rolled back, but the camera auto-locked. So rolling back was the equivalent of rolling off the fucking cliff. God damn it. You know, I mean, I feel like anytime you play Dark Souls, there's always a fair amount of just Souls bullshit. You know, whether it's like, oh, magical explosion, or oh, sword through the wall. But, oh, man. I think that one might take the cake for Souls bullshit in this run. Auto-lock camera getting me killed from locking on. Like that. That is a fucking oof. And I almost forgot about that prick. Bunch of dicks. Well, made it back into the ring city proper. That's what counts. So, let's see. I want to say there was some stuff over here I could grab, maybe. Remember? Oh, that's the shortcut for later. Gotta go this way and fight through all the knights and other crap, so this seems like a good spot to close on out. So we'll wrap up here. Made it past the archers, made it past the boss, and it seems like we are in a good place to continue on into the Ring City. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys soon with more.